Welcome back to Deb's True Crime Notebook. We have some additional information on what the jurors in the Richard Allen case asked to review. We're going to bring you up to speed on that information right now. Jurors in the trial concerning the Delphi murders examined 4 significant pieces of evidence while determining the fate of Richard Allen. Ultimately, the jury found Allen guilty on all 4 counts of murder related to the February 2017 deaths of Abby Williams and Liberty Libby German near the Monon High Bridge. Previous reports indicated that jurors revisited certain evidence during their deliberations on Saturday, November 9th, with Allen and his team present. We now have clarification on what and how many items they chose to review. As per court documents submitted this week, the jury examined Exhibits 207, 246, 290, and 291. Exhibit 207 featured enhanced audio taken from the infamous Bridge Guy video that was captured by Libby German on her phone on the day of the murders, which was February 13, 2017. This video has been an essential element of evidence since the investigation commenced. Jurors listened to audio from the video several times throughout the trial. On October 22nd, Exhibit 246, an enhanced version of the video was presented in court during the testimony of Jeremy Chapman, an Indiana State Police system administrator responsible for analyzing and enhancing the footage. Carroll County Prosecutor Nick McClellan inquired of Chapman what he thought the voice conveyed. Chapman replied, "In my opinion, it says down the hill." Days after the discovery of the girls' bodies, investigators made the audio from Bridge Guy public. During a news conference on February 22, 2017, Captain Dave Burston from ISP presented the audio clip stating that the police were certain the recording said down the hill. Tony Liggett, a lead Delphi murders investigator who went on to become Carroll County Sheriff, told the court he'd watched the video hundreds of times and believed one of the girls mentioned a gun. His comment was stricken from the court record, although the information also appeared in the probable cause affidavit. The version played in court had been stabilized so it was easier to follow than the original. Exhibit 290 was a video of Allen's October 13, 2022 interview with Liggett and Steve Mullen, the former Delphi police chief who now works as a criminal investigator for the Carroll County Prosecutor's Office. During the interview, Allen realized that the police viewed him as a suspect in the case. Liggett and Mullen presented him with the evidence they had collected and inquired if he was known as Bridge Guy. Allen eventually ended the interview and was taken home, but hours later, police showed up at his residence on Whiteman Drive to serve a search warrant. During that search, police recovered Allen's Sig Sauer P226. A forensic examiner matched the gun to an unspent round found at the crime scene, key evidence that the state said linked Allen to the crime. Exhibit 291 featured a video of Allen's interview on October 26, 2022, with Jerry Holman, an investigator from the Indiana State Police who was involved in the case. Throughout the questioning, Allen consistently denied any connection to the murders. At the conclusion of the interview, Allen requested Holman to arrest him, and Holman complied. Jurors heard 17 days of testimony before the defense and prosecution delivered their closing arguments on November 7th. They returned the guilty verdict on November 11th. Allen's sentencing hearing is scheduled for Friday, December 20th. So on December 20th, Judge Francis Gull will hand down sentencing for Richard Allen. We know that he has been convicted of 2 counts of felony murder, which that is kidnapping someone that resulted in a death, and he has been charged with 2 counts of murder. We're not sure what the complete sentencing will be. It's possible that it could be the maximum sentence. Now, I know the maximum sentence normally can include the death penalty, but I don't believe that that's on the table. Life imprisonment without parole, which is 45 to 65 years for each case of murder, and a fine up to $10,000. And that does not include whatever the sentencing may be for the kidnapping charges. I'm not aware of what that would be at this time. So let's look at a recap of what the jury wanted to review during the Richard Allen case. They wanted to listen to the audio of the video that Libby took where Bridge Guy is saying down the hill. They also wanted to look at the enhanced video of Bridge Guy. Now, when we say enhanced, they cleaned it up, tried to zoom in, and also stabilized Bridge Guy because Libby's hand was moving. And so they stabilized the movement of Bridge Guy on that bridge. They wanted to look at the October 13th interview of Liggett and Mullen. And also, number 291 was an interview with Holman where he did arrest Richard Allen. I found it very interesting and telling that the jury did not ask to review any of the confessions from Richard Allen or information from psychologists, psychiatrists, etc. They did not ask to review any of the ballistics information from either side, nor did they ask to go over cell phone information and data. I'd be really interested to hear what you guys think of the items that the jury asked to review. What do you think that they were looking for or confirmation of? And please leave your thoughts and opinions in my comment section. I'm going to try to do my best to be at the sentencing on December 20th in Delphi, and I will bring as much information to you as I can following that. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate every single one of you and everything that you've done. I want to mention that because of you as a viewer and subscribers and people who have donated to my channel, we donated money to Abby's Angels just a couple of weeks ago, and you guys are responsible for that. I appreciate you. I will continue to donate the profits from this channel to charities such as Abby's Angels, and you guys are fantastic for making that happen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications. Leave us a message about your thoughts and opinions. And until we see you next time, goodbye from Deb's True Crime Notebook.